if you are dealing with clients who you believe are, and these are likely to be hot-headed people, so they're likely to have a track record, I guess, of tempestuousness or volatile decision making on negative emotions. How do you work with them, and what kind of suggestions do you have for them, both before a negotiation, but in terms of maybe that how they plan things, but also what they can do once they're in a negotiation? You mentioned email, and I presume with email you can just walk away, count to 10, and take a breath and think, right, I'll get back to them tomorrow. But that must be much harder in a face-to-face conversation.
No, you're absolutely right. And interestingly, email, I find counting to 10 is not enough, personally. So, in fact, what I actually have is I typically have a three-stage process. I write the email, how dare they say that to me? And I start to write and I write the email out in full, and I don't press send, as you're saying. And then I'll come back to it an hour later and I go, that's a bit off. Okay. And I remove all of the swear words. But I still don't press send. And I come back to it 24 hours later, the next day, or maybe even sometimes I even have to come back yet again. And then I'll look at it and I'll go, I don't want to send that email. And then I'll write a completely different email. Completely different, that will be kind of almost recognizing that their email, they must have been upset that they and sorry if you were upset, or sorry if I did anything that caused that or whatever. And then and the key thing is that gets me my result. That gets me the result. That turns the whole relationship around. And suddenly they're now being super helpful, and I get my outcome. So that's with the email thing.
Okay, so just to summarize that, so what you're saying is you never click send in anger.
That's right.
Take time, have a look at the emails, write your first thoughts, but make sure you leave the send name out of the email. Write down exactly what you think, so you can't press send by accident.
Exactly.
Revise that a couple of times, and then maybe when you've had a bit of time to reflect, come in with your third or whatever it is, the third or fourth email that you're really going to write. But what was really interesting, Simon, was you talked about you might be thinking about the impact on them, and that you're not thinking about the impact on them the first one or two, because you're right in the heat.
Yes.
But you then are able to show great empathy and start thinking about, well, okay, what's their situation? How are they feeling about this? And maybe I've triggered something in something I said. And as you said, that's when you get your result.
Yeah, exactly. And just from a purely pragmatic perspective, that's why I do that kind of thing. And it's not from a position of weakness in any kind of way. It's very much from a position of strength that I'm doing that. And it gets me my outcome.
Yeah, and it fits in, I'm guessing, with your overall objective, which is to get the deal done and to get it done on favourable terms as a win-win for both parties.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right.